Hello, this is Big Boss Rescue Chief of Humane Emergency Animal Rescue. Welcome to our series, Animal Rescue Postmortem, where we analyze the good, the bad, and the ugly of animal rescues throughout the world.
Volume 6, number 23. Let's get right to it here. We have a leopard on the run. At large, as you might say here. Here it comes. How they know it's coming this direction, I'll never know how they did that. But watch this chaos unfold. Okay, this is not how we would do an incident. On our incidents, whenever we do something, one, we have trained people to show up. But then also, you're going to be working with a lot of untrained people here. And it can be chaotic, but if you've got a good plan and a good crew, you can keep that down to a minimum. So let's let this play through here for just a minute so you can see what's going on and get a grip. I think one of the things that makes it look more chaotic than it actually is, is the camera is mounted on somebody's head. So it looks worse than I think it looks worse than it actually is. Alright, so they're doing pretty good here. They've got a net. They know it's coming here. And then they get it caught in the net. However, people are in extreme danger right there until they get that net wrapped around. And then what you need here, in addition to having a plan, there needs to be one person in charge. You need to have police in charge of crowd control. You got to keep bystanders back away from an incident like this. You can't have anybody in there that hasn't had specific instructions on what to do. So each crew member that's going to get themselves in this immediate area here, this animal needs to have a very specific job to carry out, and have one person in charge that's giving all the commands on that and making sure things are getting done a specific way instead of this chaos. Because a police riot shield can be very useful in a situation like that. Ideally, the concave section will be faced towards the animal to help enclose it in there. And then you can see here, I think maybe we didn't pass it yet, but it wasn't one person's job specifically to use that riot shield to help hold that cat down or shield individuals from being injured by it. But you can see, so there's no, like, this one guy here takes over and starts doing the shield because nobody else was doing it. And you may not need the shield, but I'm just pointing out how this was chaotic. And you can see there's not much of a plan, and nobody has a specific job here. There's just all kinds of people trying to do things at the same time. That doesn't work good. Why do that? So have a good plan in place and then carry that plan out. And then I thought this animal might have been darted, but I don't think they had a chance to dart it. Back here, I don't know if I can do this or not. Let's see, yeah. It looks like the one guy there, this guy back here, was trying to keep people from doing something to the cat. I don't know. He looks like he's ready to hit somebody with a stick or something there. So it looks like this guy might have a blowpipe in his hand. And then this other guy, let me just play it at normal speed here. That guy's got a blowpipe in his hand. Or if it isn't, it sure looks like one right there. Well, why is this thing not doing what I want it to do? See, that looks like a blowpipe right there. Okay, and then in a moment, it looks like I think this same guy here ends up doing an injection, because I think that's him here, and then he comes up, and then right here he's going to hand off what looks like a syringe to somebody, and then that person transports it over to something that should never be left out and accessible to the public is your box. Your box that has your chemical immobilization stuff in it, your chemical capture. We have a chemical immobilization, chemical capture kit. It comes in two parts. One, the drugs. The drugs are kept separately, and they're always under lock and key, and they're usually under the complete control of one of our officers. And then you also have the box that has all of the darts and the equipment that's associated with darting. So those could be extra CO2 canisters, and then there's all these different darts for different purposes and also different drug dosages. They have different CC measurements or mLs, okay? So you have that kit. But in this kit here, we can clearly see a vial here and what looks like another one possibly back in here. This is something that you do not want to have out of your control. That must be under your control at all times, or under lock and key. We would never just leave something like this laying around for somebody to just pick up. That's just inappropriate, dangerous. And if you got like something like xylazine in there and somebody injects themselves with xylazine, before they figure out what's wrong with them, they'll be dead from that stuff. So you gotta have a plan. You've gotta have the right personnel on the scene. You have to have crowd control. That's absolutely essential. And then you have to have one person in charge giving the commands and running the operation here. Everybody seems like they want to be doing stuff, and they also want to be directing operations. And instead of, look at this, it's absolute chaos. That's just not how you do things. I mean, they do it. They keep getting away with it over there, as you'll see throughout the videos that we have. But I can't handle this. This is not how we would do that. And then another side note, like syringes will come in these little plastic, not tear open wrappers like out of paper and plastic, but these round cylinders that they're in. They're kind of like, almost looks like a funnel in a way. We use those to put the full darts in. So if we're going to try and dart something, we might miss on that darting. So I'll have multiple ones in my pocket. So if I miss, I've got another. I can immediately pull another one out, charge up that pistol, and shoot again, or whatever I'm using, the blowpipe or rifle. And then, where the empty ones go, the used darts go inside an empty one of those syringes that I'm talking about. One of these days I'll make a video of some of our equipment and stuff. But when you do darting and you're doing something like this, you have to be in complete control of the dart. We have one person when we do darting, their sole function is to monitor the dart. If the dart drops out of the animal, wherever that is, their job is to go and recover that dart. Whether it's used or we missed and we overfired or whatever, hit down in the dirt in front of them, they have to recover that dart. That's their sole job. They don't do anything else except recover that. Because we can't have somebody stepping on a dart that's not been dispensed the medication in it or whatever. Those things have to be recovered. You can't leave those things behind. Alright? I think I pretty much covered this. In the last moment, you've seen all the stuff pop up on the screen. That's what you're supposed to do on the YouTube channel. And then it's a secret what's over there on our website. It's totally secret. And I can't tell you what's over there, but you will have to go over there and find out for yourself. I'll give you one clue. I know you can make a donation over there. Now, that would be really cool. And then also, don't forget to leave a comment down below and add your video suggestions if you have them. Make sure you leave the link in there. I can't just go by titles. And then thank you for all the love and support that you send to us. Like, we feel that. You can send as much of that to us as you want. We really enjoy that. So thanks for all your love and support. It's really great. Okay, see you in the next video.